this is Tammy from Two Chicks Named Tammy. One Tammy's downstairs working, and this Tammy up here is working in the kitchen. I am making a cake tonight for Wednesday night youth at church. And the thing of it is, I got my recipe, what I was going to make, and I didn't have exactly all the ingredients. Y'all ever done that? So I'm thinking, okay, what can I make? Well, I've got part of the ingredients, and I'm going to substitute a few ingredients. Now, I haven't done this before, not with this recipe. I've not even made this recipe, period, before. So this may end up being a total disaster. But I'm going to substitute, and I'm going to tell you what I substitute with and what it was originally supposed to be. And we're going to bake it. We're going to fix it up. We're going to take it to church tonight, and I'm going to see if I can get somebody to try it and give me their honest reaction on camera. Oh, believe me, y'all, my church is real honest. Trust me. They'll tell you. So that's what I'm going to do. This was original. If you see me looking over, I'm looking at the recipe here. The recipe was for an ultimate buttery cream cheese pound cake. Well, you know, if you bake a pound cake, you sort of got to have butter. I had 1 stick of butter. Yeah, and it calls for 1.5 cups of butter. So that would mean it would take 3 sticks of butter. So what I'm using is 1 stick of butter, softened, 1 stick of, oh man, what was the name of that? It's margarine. It's, you know, just the margarine. Oh, what is the name of it? I don't know. I threw it away. I threw away the package. But anyway, 1 stick of butter, 1 stick of margarine, and then it calls for 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Well, I've put 2 packages of cream cheese, and I had like 1/4 of a package I had left over, so I just threw that in there too. And then we've got 3 cups of sugar, 6 large eggs at room temperature, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I put 2 teaspoons in, a little more. I don't really measure my vanilla all the time, but I use this. This is called, this is Mexican Vanilla, and as you see, the name brand is Molena. I guess it's backward, but I'm sorry. Y'all, this is a steal. It's like $1.99. It's for 8.3 ounces. And it is made with I think I need my glasses. Let's see here. Made with Mexico's finest pure vanilla. Y'all, it's good stuff. I like it better than the vanilla that we're pretty much used to around here. Love it, love it. I don't use anything but now. Love it. I put it in my protein drinks in the morning and put it in all my cakes, and it's yummy. So, we're going to do that. That's got vanilla. Then we got 3 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of salt. Times are hard. You got to do what you got to do. And I haven't been to the grocery in, I don't know, a month, 3 weeks or a month. I usually have enough stuff here, but I'm completely out of butter. And I was out of sugar, and I had to go downstairs and borrow some. So, see, there you go. Making do with what I got. So, we're going to get on it. We're going to get busy. First thing we do is, and don't worry, the recipe will be on the description part beneath, down here. It will be down here in the description part. And I will make sure and put everything and make any notes or any reactions or anything that happens. Hopefully this is going to turn out okay. But what we've got in here is 2 bricks of softened cream cheese, plus about 1/4 of a brick. So 2 1/4 bricks of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, 1 stick of margarine, and we are going to cream this. And it's going to make a lot of noise, so when we get this done, I will be back. And I wonder why I throw this stuff all over the place. So this has been creaming and mixing together. Look at there. It should look like that. That is heaven on a spoon, people. Heaven on a spoon. And I'm just sort of, you know, pulling down the sides here because it tends to get up here on the sides. I keep meaning to get me one of these mixer attachments that's got the little, I don't know, like a, it reminds me of a thing that goes on the threshold, the doorway. It catches what's on the sides. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add the sugar. Now, after we add the sugar, we're going to have to beat it for 5 to 7 minutes, at least 5 minutes, because it needs to be really light, really fluffy, all that. So we have 3 cups of sugar. Now, did your sugar ever get little lumps in it? This little thing, it's a little whisk. I think this is a Rata whisk, and this makes the perfect thing. Just go in here and stir it around, and it gets out all the little bitty lumps. See? That's what we want to do. So we are going to pour this in gradually, and then we're going to let this cream a little more, and we'll go from there. You don't want to put it all in at once, because if you do that, it tends to get all sticky in the big ball, and you want it smooth. Almost. Hey, I like that. I stick my arm way up in the air when I stick my arm way up in the air like I'm really turning a crank or something. Sorry. Let me do it a little bit more daintily. It's like I was going down the road the other day, and I met this guy. He was a deer hunter. And as the ones of you that are around here in Kentucky, you know that it's deer hunting season, where it was. And I met this guy, and it was so funny because, you know, he was talking on his cell phone, and you imagine, you know, it's like, but when I met him, he had his arm way up going, just to really, I thought that was the funniest thing. Little things just blow my mind. I can't help myself. Sorry. Beat for a few minutes. And y'all, it's getting really soft and creamy looking. I like this one. I'm going to use this one. And no, I wasn't making fun of deer hunters. I was making fun of that dude that was holding his arm up in there. But see, you saw what I did. What can I say? I know people don't laugh at me for the things I do. But you know something? It's all right. Let your freak flag fly, people. People say, oh my, yeah, here I'm doing it again. Look there. People say, girl, you're 47 years old. You're too old to be acting like that, or dyeing your hair purple or pink or whatever color I'm in the mood for. But you know something? This is what I say. We have this one life on this earth. And I don't think the good Lord above wants us to walk through life all puffed up and sour, you know. And I mean that. The good Lord wants us to enjoy our life. He wants us to serve Him and enjoy life. Not in a worldly way, but in His name and His way. Now, I'm not trying to preach. Lord knows I probably could, but I'm not. But I'm going to use this bowl first. No, I'm not going to use this bowl. Never mind. But he wants us to serve him, to worship him, and do things in his name. And that doesn't mean you have to be an old, staunch Christian that sits on that pew at church and goes, I've seen it. I don't like it. I don't know that God likes it. I don't know, but I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, not trying to preach y'all, but I'm just saying be happy. Be happy. It's another day. You woke up. The sun is out. Even if the sun isn't out, even if it's raining, it's a wonderful day. We got to put in 6 eggs. Okay. I'm done for that for a minute. Going to put in 6 eggs. And we're going to open them up. And open them up in a bowl or container or something. Just in case you get a hold of one that's not too good. You know, sometimes, you just don't know sometimes. So I'm going to start this back. And I'm going to put it relatively low. So hopefully you can hear me. And we're going to add 1 egg at a time. So we're going to break an egg. Whoop, and put it in there. I'm going to break the measuring cup. I really, really miss having, I just broke that all to pieces. I really miss having farm eggs, fresh farm eggs. There is something that has gotten in my mom and dad's chicken house. And one time I think there was 30-some chickens, a couple of roosters. I Swanee, they have 2. Well, you know they ain't doing nothing. They're like, oh yeah, we on vacation. We'll wait till they come in, the next group comes in. Raccoons are terribly bad about getting a chicken coop. And yes, if you're not from around, you're not from the country, if you're from somewhere else, maybe more urban, I'm for real, yes. We have chickens and have cows. We process our own beef and pork. I'm not much on the pork thing anymore. Whoops, I'm almost at 2 eggs. Got to talking. Mouth runneth over. Okay, but we process our own beef. I'm about to do it again. And we usually have chickens. And I'm telling you, that helps. That really helps a lot as far as the grocery bill goes. I mean, I know it's more of out-of-pocket expense at one time. But man, and that was the last egg. But it does help, and we're really blessed that we can. Okay, but anyway, it's good. It's the farm life. I'm a little farmer. I have a garden, and my garden is a raised bed because dirt around here is just red clay, a lot of red clay. So I fixed a raised bed last spring, and it's 4 foot wide by 8 foot long. And I'm telling you people, right here, now this is, what is today, November the 13th maybe? Now this is the last of it, but I do still have tomatoes from my garden. It's amazing. The other day I went and pulled up all the plants and all that because the frost did get them. And I'm telling you, y'all, the roots on them things were that long. I ain't even playing. Woo! Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this mix for probably about 4 minutes now. And we'll come back and add our other ingredients. Okay, we are back. And I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Scrape the sides. Slow it down. But what I did while we were gone is I went ahead and put the vanilla into this mixture, into the butter and cream cheese mixture. And this has been, I've been beating it for about 5 minutes. Probably closer to 6 or 7 because we did talk a little bit. I talked a little bit. So that's good. 5 to 7 minutes, around about, is good time. And as soon as this, well, I'm going to go ahead and let it, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. See how creamy that is? I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. Scrape down these sides. Oh, y'all. How many of you all like to taste a raw dough? Oh, there we go. Vitamins, Tammy, quit mixing. How many of y'all like to lick the bowl? How many of y'all licked the bowl when you were little? How many still do it now? Oh, I know. The cake Nazis will get us, so don't do that. Consuming raw eggs or batter can make you terribly sick. Okay, that's good. Anyway, now what we're going to do is my 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to put that here in my 3 cups of flour. You're cooking, don't use kosher salt because it's not as not necessarily as salty. This is what I'm using. This is sea salt, and it's a fine sea salt, just like table salt. So that's okay. That's good. And also with the kosher salt, sometimes the granules don't get distributive well enough, and you'll get a salty bite every now and then because they're sort of big. Now, what I'm doing with this, I did not, I think a person should, every time they make a cake, they should sift their flour. Or, I take my whisk, and I just sort of roll it around in here like that, and it makes, well, I make a mess, but it gets, it gets nice and fluffy. And that helps with the cake, keeping the cake nice and fluffy. And by the way, my bundt pan that I'm cooking this in, can y'all see it right here? Right here. I have it setting on the back eye of my stove because I've got my stove heating up to 350 degrees. And you know, if you've got an electric stove, there's always that one eye that gets a little bit hotter when you're baking. Well, that one is. And I like to get my pans hot before I put any kind of oil or get ready to put the cake mix in. They seem like they just come out better, okay? I'm going to turn this back on, low, and we're going to put in our flour and salt. And I'm going to try not to get it everywhere. Take your time doing this. Take your time. If not, you will make a mess. See, look at the little poofs coming out there. I really hope this turns out okay. I mean, how can you go wrong with extra cream cheese? I hate that I didn't have the butter, but I mean, a stick of butter, a stick of margarine, 2 sticks of, or 2 bricks of cream cheese. It may fall, it may be ugly, but I bet it's edible. Woo. That's something else I need to get is a, you know, a guard. They've got like the flour, I don't know what they're called. I call it a flour guard that goes up around your mixture. Take your time. Y'all, I could even eat this before it was baked. Whew. We were talking about, well, earlier about eating, licking the bowl, sopping the bowl, as we called it. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but my thing is, I've always loved dough. Cookie dough, cake batter, biscuit dough, raw biscuit dough. Yes, I said it, I went there. Yes, I did. Always loved it. I remember when I bit my Nanny Whites, she'd always, when she'd bake her biscuits, she made those little bitty biscuits. Oh, they were so good. And she'd always have just a little bit of dough, And lots of times she'd give me a bite of it. Oh my gosh. And of course, you know it was made with lard, and it was so good. Of course, I guess that's part of the reason. Look at me flinging flour. That was part of the reason that I ended up being 300 and some pounds. It was not my Nanny White's fault. That's my own fault now. I ain't blaming nobody for none of it. I put every bit of that in my mouth, people. And my Nanny Lear, her biscuits. That woman made biscuits every morning. Nanny Lear is my mom's, was my mom's mom, and Nanny White was my dad's. And I'm telling you, Nanny Lear, I know, she made biscuits every morning except Saturday and Sunday. And on those days, she'd either make pancakes or toast. But 5 days a week, she made biscuits. And she had it down, people. Let me tell you, she had it down. My biscuits are sort of hit or miss. I mean, well, okay, no, I didn't break it. I thought, Lord, I had banged it against it and ruined my whole cake, but I didn't. Did not break. It's all good. But I don't make biscuits enough to, you know, to be the bomb at making them. We're going to shut this off and scrape it down. Look at that thick dough. Look at there. Dough. Batter. Gosh. I'm just talking out my ear today, aren't I? I tend to do that anyway. Y'all, I tell you what. Remember you doing that arm up in the air? Let's do some exercise. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Y'all, if you've never made a video for YouTube or for whatever, I tell you, you really, really need to do it. Because to get that feeling of when you're standing in your kitchen all by yourself, talking to absolutely no one in the room, you feel a little crazy. I know y'all see me, and I appreciate that. That's great. But you know, if you get to thinking about it, it's just real weird. Just saying. Okay, gonna beat this some more, and we're about ready to put it in our pan. And I am going to take some of this stuff over here to the sink. I did make a mess. I don't know, there's still a mess up on my ceiling. I'll show y'all that. It's so funny. Okay. Enough is enough. Get my pan. It's a little warm because it has been sitting on the stove off. And I'm going to spray this really, really well. If you don't have spray, you can butter it or put shortening in it and then sprinkle some flour in it and then tap out the excess. Okay? But I'm going to do this. So, sorry. I don't really like this. I'll try to keep it around so y'all don't... Real quick. Okay. I don't like this. But... not too much. But this is what I got, so this is what I'm going to use. I know you really don't need to use that much, but you need to with this brand. Sorry. Okay. And okay, look at that really thick batter. Look at that. Now. Man, it's hard pouring this out backward. Y'all, I don't even know. This may rise up so high It may blow the lid off of my stove. Oh, well. We shall see. I didn't expect it to be so much. But we're going to try it. We're going to get it in here. Okay, yeah, we're going to make it. Okay. Set that over there. Now, you want to shake and you want to just hold it up a little and drop. You want to get those bubbles out of there because you don't want big bubbles in it. Okay, I don't know. This may be awfully full. But we're going to bake it. We're going to see what happens. So it goes in the oven and it cooks 60 to 75 minutes at 350 degrees. Here we go. Okay, so now we wait. Hi everybody. I have got the cake out of the oven. Now I'm not going to unveil it just yet, but I'm going to make a drizzle sauce to go on the top of it. And I've got about a half a cup of brown sugar, about a half a cup of powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar. And I've got it on the stove and it's on medium. Oh, and by the way, the stove, please overlook my stove. I cook, okay? I cook, I can. It's sort of pitiful looking. That's why I have these covers on here. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I have got some evaporated milk and a piece of lint. Okay. And I'm going to pour, I'm going to say 4 or 5 tablespoons. Let me get rid of this spoon. And we're going to cook this just a little bit. What we want to do is just sort of bring it up to a boil. Sorry, I'm getting all the lumps out. I should have got all the lumps out before I put it on the heat, but you know, hey, this is a on the fly type of cake here. And no, I'm not going by any recipe. I'm just putting, you know, equal parts of brown sugar to powdered sugar. And then I've got the evaporated milk. Probably, well here, let me show y'all. This was a full can and I've used probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons. And also I want to add a pinch. Just like I said, a pinch of salt. That brings out the sweetness. This is going to be the topping for our cake. And we're going to be adding some more Molena after a bit. When it starts to bubbling. Oh, did I see a bubble? Are y'all seeing bubbles? Can y'all see that? They're starting to form. You know what they say, a watched pot never boils. Well, it does, but it takes years. That's what it seems like anyway. We could also add a little bit more flavor to it. Let's see. Maybe a little nutmeg. There's some nutmeg in it. Why not? I do have nutmeg. I always keep nutmeg. Oh, there it comes. Get a little nutmeg in here. Just a little bit to make people go, what is that? you know, since it is fall, and well, actually around here, it looks like wintertime. We got snow a day or so ago, and it's still hanging around. It may be hanging around for more. Who knows? We are boiling. I think that is good. So what I'm going to do now, whoops, turn it off. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of vanilla in there. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon or half a tablespoon of butter. What that butter will do will make it nice and pretty and shiny. Just mix it all in here. I have got butter. Now, you don't have to put the nutmeg in there, and you don't have to put the vanilla if you don't want to, but I think the vanilla adds a nice little flavor. So, now, we are going to unveil the cake. We're back. We've got our drizzling sauce. And this is our cake. You know, I was worried. Ow, and it's still hot. It's probably been set in about 10 minutes. But, let's see. Let me get this. There we go. There's your trick. If you don't know, turn your dish towel, fold it in half, and it works wonders. But I was worried about it being too big and overrunning. It did get a little big, and it did get sort of poofy. You see over here on this side especially. But it did not run out. And we are going to attempt and see if we can't turn this out. The recipe said wait about 10 minutes to try to get it out of the pan, and that's what we're going to do. We've waited about 10 minutes or so, and this is a really crunchy top. If it's a little too brown for you, which it doesn't bother me, with the fat content in it, anything like that will generally brown quicker. It didn't bother me, so I just left. Now, y'all, I really don't know about this. I do not know. Let's see here. It may hang on and not want to do anything. Okay, here. I'm going to move my plate, and I'm going to set this up here. Oh, you can see my avocado. I've got one little lowly avocado. I love these things. I ate about a half of one a day. Absolutely love them. But I'm telling you, people, there's a shortage on avocados. The prices have gone crazy. Just saying. If I could figure out a way to keep my avocados, I don't know, and still be fresh and creamy and all that. Okay. So we're going to tap it. And I've got a big old plate here. I don't know, y'all. This plate is like extra, extra big. So, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's not loosened. Can you hear that? That doesn't sound too hollow. I beat the heck out of my pans. Just saying. Oh, maybe. I think it's going to happen, y'all. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Da-da-da-da. Yay! Look at there, it came out. Woo! Well, that's a big old thing. Look here, see the extra right here? Yeah. It's brown and nice, and you can tell it's moist by the way it feels. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Y'all think I should cut that off? No, I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to leave it. And they don't have to eat it if they don't want to. What about that? Now we're going to put some drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle. And this drizzle will dry and be sort of crunchy, if you will. Not crunchy, but you know, it'll have a little bite to it. Oh yes. Look at there. Looky, looky. So suke, suke. Yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. I know, some of you don't like these kind of cakes. I don't know you, but why? These are just an old-fashioned cake that I changed around the ingredients a little bit, just for what I had. I didn't have all my butter, so I used what I had. The big question will come tonight when I take it to church. I'll see if I can't get the preacher man to take a bite of it. He can give me a review on here. What about that? Drizzle, drizzle. Faux shizzle, shizzle. Okay. I am so not, yeah, okay. Whew. Now I'm going to pour this down in the middle. I've just got, right here, I've just got a little bit left. I'm going to pour this down here in the middle. And that'll be like a little extra surprise. Sort of fills it up down in there, and it'll soak up in the cake. Oh, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Let me see. Let me taste this. I like it. Little nutmeg. Just a little something, something. Well, this is the cake. It's extra corners and all, but you know, you could, if you didn't like that, you could just take a knife and cut that off. It doesn't bother me. I'll just present it like that. What about that? And this is the cake. This is pound cake, cream cheese pound cake. Cream cheese pound cake. Looks pretty good to me. So this is what I'm taking to the youth tonight. We're going to see their reaction and see how they like it. Believe me, we're Baptists. We're brutally honest. So there you go. If you like this video, any part of it, please like, subscribe to us, and then hit that little bell so you'll know when I upload a video. I was late this go around. It's been about a month, about 3 to 4 weeks, I guess, since I've uploaded a video. Been busy, been a lot of stuff going on. I'm not doing any videos right now, or we're not doing any videos right now and giving you a certain date that they're coming out, because we're just doing them as we have time. I mean, we have a life and it's busy, and you know, that's all. But hopefully eventually we'll be able to do that. But the more subscribers we get, the more we can do. We'll have the means to do and have bigger videos and better videos, and maybe I won't go blah 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 blah, blah so much. Who am I kidding? Yes, I will. But please like, share, send it out there, get it out there. You're the one that makes us and breaks us. Like, share, subscribe. The cake really does smell good. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that stuff. If you do all that and you have your friends to do all that, you'll keep us going. We'll see you in a little bit, okay? Thank you all so much. We are at church, and that cake I made today,
Delicious.
What do you think about it, Kenny?
It's delicious.
Delicious. I think I heard a comment that it needed icing.
Needs more icing.
Needs more icing. Well, thank you, Kenny. Oh, wait a minute. And the preacher man is Let's get that footage. Perfect. He called it. Good save. Good save.
Pantry is gonna be famous now.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Too.
Good, like that. See, you need your big cup of coffee when you eat a pound cake. Say hi to her. Say hi.